Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for Cancer for December 2023. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, protecting me and keeping me safe. Ooh, messages. An offer for forgiveness. Wanting to offer that forgiveness, opening up, changing the perspective. Reciprocity is to be had for a commitment. Cancer. Maybe you want to reach out to someone, or someone wants to reach out to you. Thank you, Spirit, protecting me and keeping the collective safe. Keeping me safe. I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for other videos coming up. What are the messages for Cancer? It is really late, so I'm talking a bit low. You might want to raise the volume. What are the messages for Cancer? Thank you, Spirit. What does Cancer need to know? Trying to keep up and make sure I get my clips out on time, so burning the midnight oil. So I can get them out. What are the messages for Cancer? Thank you, Spirit. You know, the spread hasn't changed, so the first line is still for the viewer, but the angle for my camera has changed. Trying to incorporate your vision for the cards. You know, the first line is for the viewer, second line is for anyone concerning the viewer outside of the circle, whether it's a partnership, family, friends, people you work with, people you don't even know. Just want to see how this layout looks. Yeah, you can see. Okay. The bottom of the deck, the third line is the outcome of this read. And the first, just a little excited all of a sudden. Cancer. It's not nervous, but moving quickly. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups with the Six of Cups. The Ace, not the Ace, the Queen of Swords. And the Lovers standing in integrity. That's Seven of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords. Someone needs to talk. They're going over, thinking about a commitment, thinking about having lots of thoughts about commitment. That Wheel of Fortune. Work done in the past concerning taking a relationship to a higher level, having that hesitation, deliberating, going into a stalemate. So it's taking on a new perspective about hesitation of going into the next level of a relationship, taking a relationship to a higher level, hesitating, or picking the right moment. Changing the viewpoint, wanting a victory, ending a cycle. Oh, there's that moon, ending a cycle. So the last moon probably, and we just came out of a new moon, so Not just, but the next phase of the moon will be the full moon at the end of the month. So, but then there's an ending of a cycle. Could be by the end of the month. Could be the cycle has ended before the new moon, as in the last full moon. Again, it is up to you to decide when you made changes, or if someone made changes with you about a relationship with you, because there's a new perspective taken on. There's deliberation. There's wanting attention, feeling that loss, feeling that missing something, missing someone, wanting attention, feeling left out, not getting that attention, arguing, changing perspective, hesitation, or denial, work done in the past, coming into fruition with the turning of the wheel, thinking and thinking, going round and round, thinking and thinking about a relationship, a commitment, wanting to speak, wanting to talk about it. There's having these thoughts of emotional, being emotional. Wanting to talk about a commitment, but in an emotional state, very emotional. Talking about love, wanting to have that conversation. Can't decide though if it's aggressive or emotional, or just wanting to be friends, having that conversation, standing in integrity, being guided toward the truth for love. Again, that's Seven of Cups, making a choice, having to choose, wanting to choose because of love, being honest, being guided. Okay, let's see. With that Seven of Cups, it is for a relationship, wanting to be in a relationship. Options is another way to see that, but love is the reason of this choice. It's a memory here. That eight, working on the details. Sorry about that, Cancer. I just had a bit of a disturbance there at this late hour. Where was I? Eight of Pentacles here. Looking at this, wanting to work on something, already doing the work. 8 going to the 9, building up that momentum, wanting to share, being honest about the offer, bringing in the truth, wanting to change, being honest about changes, being honest about a particular queen, or being honest with the queen about an offer, being honest, bringing in the truth, having that passion, that romance, and wanting to make changes, having the courage to make change, being honest. There's a Four of Cups. There's a Four of Cups as the outcome here. We have 2 swords, so we have either picking the right moment, which is difficult, and not wanting. It's almost as if it's a denial about change, not denying the change, wanting the change. We'll take cards, because 2 swords here. This is all about the truth, but it's broken too. See? Even though it is a king, wanting to tell the truth about changes, but then it seems like the flip side is there's a denial. We'll take a look at that, just to be sure. Again, we have that offer for truth. Wanting to be honest. Wanting to have a victory. And wanting to talk. You see, that's the outcome here. Wanting to talk. And then we have this 3, being patient. A broken 4 of wands with another 4. So it's trying to find that balance between what you want and what you're tired of having. Changing the focus. Wanting to change the focus. Again, this is a 9 plus the 1 here, make the 10. Being honest about wanting to be and wanting to share, wanting to get into a commitment, wanting to marry, but it's difficult. It seems to be a difficult process. There's a lot of work going on here. There's honesty though. Wanting to change. 2 becomes 3. Again, having that patience, it's being impatient. But wanting to share, wanting to change the plan and talk about it. Lots of passion here. Especially with this queen. She's very devoted and very determined. And this king and this queen, very romantic, being honest about changes. I need to take cards here because this card could also be a confusion card. 7. What is this 8 of Cups? 8 of Cups, sorry, the 8 of Pentacles. It's about going off into smooth waters, bringing in the balance, getting that peace of mind, being honest, telling the truth, getting that satisfaction. That 8 of Wands, it's a double 8, so building up, working on, wanting to go and take the next step, working on it, for clarity, telling the truth, getting a second chance, having that higher level of understanding, taking control. Okay, don't go too far, so lots of cards. But it is about truth and honesty. Again, that sun, bring it in, that pride, that ego, but it's more about clarity. Wanting to take the next step and wanting to do it quickly. Get that satisfaction, having the honesty, wanting peace of mind, moving on, working to move. Take that next step forward, but taking the step forward to bring in the balance and being honest. See, there's that truth, finding your truth, stepping into your truth, getting the satisfaction. Leaps and bounds. It's like you've perfected, you've given up something to gain something. Clarity. Cancer, you want a second chance, or the viewer, you want a second chance. Want to have that higher level of understanding, taking it to the next level of marriage, having that control. Again, it is taken back, but you see, going from a peaceful state, bringing in the balance and being honest, or moving forward, because moving into balance. See, bringing things back into balance and being wise, getting that second chance and having that understanding at a higher level, because it is they go well together, the Emperor and the Hierophant. for marriage for some. For others, it is to have that higher learning, be in control, standing in authority, being in authority, having earned the right, being able to share, having that understanding of how to share the truth about an offer. Take cards on what's this King of Swords? Making a new step forward and having that can't say the word. It is late. Innovation, being innovative, taking on a new adventure, taking that leap of faith, being fair, being patient, being nervous. Again, that's all the truth about what was taking place. That slow movement. Again, that anxiety, that nine of swords. It's working on details, looking into the nervousness, having anxiety. It's all because of disappointment and regrets. Wanting to heal all of that is truth. See, he has that double truth here. Let's see, let's take a look again at these cards. We have two kings here. We have the king, we have three kings here. So he is, I say he, you Cancer. You have support. You have that support of being fair. See, being just and being fair, being grounded, being generous. But wanting to heal. See, having regrets about the disappointment, wanting to talk about that. That's straightforward, and make an offer for an apology. Want to come in and apologize. If it's not you, it's the next person. Wanting to be honest. So we'll take a look quickly here. What is this Four of Cups representing? The moon. Making change. Walking away from the Queen, or coming back to the Queen. Coming for forgiveness. That small offer. Standing up and taking back. That's where that Emperor comes from. Having those mind games with the Queen. This is by the end of the month. Wanting to come back to the Queen, make an offer. Telling that truth. You see? That small offer. For the Queen. For those mind games. It's like apologizing for having those mind games and stepping up, upper-handedness. Betrayal. An offer for stability. Wanting to heal all of this. Focus on change. Bringing down the tower. Changing the direction and destiny and healing. Getting reciprocity. Speaking about what was invested. Having all those regrets and being honest about it. By the end of the moon, I keep saying the end of the moon. By the end of the month, that full moon is a fruition time. This is most likely when you will have that conversation. This is a conversation here. He wants to talk, that king. He has lots to talk about an offer. Betraying the offer for stability, for marriage. Having all that, wanting to talk about all of that. Changing destiny, healing, getting reciprocity, having that conversation, talking about investing. Small offer, it's an apology coming in by the end of the month. You should have that communication, or at least that gesture of, I want to talk, can we talk? this Queen? This Queen of Wands. Getting rid of that doubt. See, there's that offer here, wanting to make an offer. So someone coming in, wanting to get rid of that doubt, because she's very determined, eh? Very determined. And then this is the deliberation here, negotiation, arguing, talking with others. Very passionate for a victory. Or about ego. It's always connected, this victory card here. Wanting attention. Wanting attention because there's missing. This queen is missing or being missed. I miss you. I want to talk to you. I want to be around you. Is what this king is projecting here. Being honest. Wanting that reconciliation. You see, there's an end of a cycle here of third party. This is where the third party comes in. It's being stopped. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Seeing this Queen of Wands is related to the third party situation. This may be the third party situation here. The truth about the third party situation. Getting that attention. Wanting the attention. Being left out, ending a cycle. The third party. Obsession here. Using intuition. That king is being honest about the third party. See, this is where the offer is being focused. What is this Knave of Pentacles representing? Yeah. Changing the perspective, using intuition, that passion, that enthusiasm for wanting to put down the burden. Looking into all of those details, making that change happen. Manifesting. Using the situation and making change. Seeing things differently. Being open to putting down the burden. Enthusiastic. Wanting to rush in and do it quickly. Put down the burden. Being transparent. Wanting to have. See, there's that ending. That focus. That offer from the third party is putting to an end, but then wanting to be married, having it all. Being transparent about having manipulated or wanting to manifest. It's a question of, because it goes both ways, not being a player anymore. Waking up, opening up your eyes to see that you need to change. And then I say you, it could be you or the next person, but somebody has taken on a new perspective, has opened up. They've opened up and they're seeing what needs to be done. They have that drive to move forward, put down the burden, manifest. Could be manipulate too. But this is where the focus is, on all of what took place. And being transparent about that marriage coming to an end, love and happiness. That having abundance, that sharing, getting that 10. See, having 9 plus the 1 makes the 10. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. That's what they want. They want to focus on having that, being transparent about it. Or manifesting the illusion of a happy marriage. Because that's where the focus is. Manifesting or manipulating. But the focus is there to change that perspective, because the original plan was to manipulate and lie. Set up a third party in love and happiness with a marriage, know, having that dual, having that, yeah, dual, having wanting to have both sides at the same time. But that has changed. See, the perspective has changed. Because the player is no longer the player. That is the confession that they want to make. This king wants to make this confession because he wants to make a clean offer. All right, and there's the courage to change and heal because there's justice here. You see, these are the cards that follow this. Having the courage to change because that's how the original plan was to manipulate, tell lies, and be a player. They don't want to do that anymore. They changed. And this is where it shows with the healing here. Justification, wanting to be open now. Talking about the betrayal and the distrust. I wanted the focus. That was the focus. That was what was focused on here. And because of the truth, they want to come clean. They want to come clean. What's this Three of Wands here? Wheel of Fortune. So that patience, that taking control and making that offer, wanting to come in and make that offer. It's by sheer destiny. They want to wait. They want to do it in the right time. They want to, because they have worked on this. They've been working on it. That Eight of Pentacles. They've been working on this offer to come now for marriage. Again, making the right choice, making that choice in the right moment, for the courage, for the healing, for change, to heal. Yeah. Cancer, in the end of the day, it's either you want to come clean and tell the next person what you've been up to, or they want to come clean and tell you what they've been up to concerning third parties and the plans that were made, because it's all about the truth here. And the offer. They want to make an offer, be honest, and start fresh with love and happiness, marriage, being transparent. That's how it ends. You know, this will happen by the end of the month. They will come and talk. They will come and talk. They will talk about that betrayal. Setting up all those mind games for an offer to the Queen, which didn't happen. That offer never came. That offer never took place. And now they want to start afresh and bring that offer to reality. They want to manifest and bring it in. All right. So it's securing that love and being honest, being guided, standing in integrity for love, telling all truth about that commitment, changing the mindset, destiny, healing that plotting and scheming, healing it, getting out, not trusting, talking about the non-trust, opening up about the secrets. Let's take an oracle message. Used up practically the whole deck. Cancer. I hope you can hear me because it is really late. And I thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message for Cancer's reading for December 2023? Helping them to reach out, or helping the next person to reach out. Communicate. What advice do you give Cancer? Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you give Cancer for December 2023? We have community. We have that offer. Again, it's relating to the third parties. Below that, soulmate. So Let's see. At 8. Before the 8, we were at the 7. Let's see, what's the 7? To the sea. You might want to listen to, I think it's Gemini that got this one. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Things that have to happen, they go in a certain order. That 8 going to the 9, that ace, that's King of Swords wanting to bring an offer. Want to make that something happen here with this Queen, talking about the truth, about the plotting and scheming, wanting to come clean. Things go in a particular order, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world, being understood, you see. There's that truth coming out because either you feel you can, you've made a connection with this next person, or the next person has made a connection with you, Cancer. And you want to be on the level, or they want to be on the level. You both do. You're both coming away from pain and loss. And that's probably where that soulmate comes in. Again, the yang. Not to do with the ego. Lots of ego attached here. And that's what you want to talk about. At least you both want to talk about. It's a lot to say because you want to start afresh. And you want to come clean with all of that. Okay, so community. We're going to take the relationship on that because it is obvious. It is about a relationship. The work involved here is about working on a relationship. You're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and there are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another, accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is part of that dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. Again, coming together, and that conversation, it's falling into place. This is divine timing. There is going to be healing here because you both want it. That's what this is showing. And at the end of the month, it couldn't come sooner. At the end of the month, there will be a connection or reconnection because you want to, they want to, both of you want to. Let's see that often. And you're both accepting, there's an acceptance, an understanding. That's where the clarity comes in, and it'll make it easier for you. This is where the securing that love in honesty. So let's see what this orphan talks about here, because it is coming from a wound, being left, having that sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Yes, because of that third party, because of that insecurity. You both experienced it, but the next person, if it is not you, Cancer, but it seems to be the next person having that connection with the third party. We look at the protection on that. The shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you've formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. Again, it is a question of reaching up, and you are. You both are. You, the viewer, you, Cancer, you've been working on it. You've been working on that momentum to stand and have that possibility to share with another. Because that 8 goes to the 9. You see? Standing in that responsible position of the ego, being that you understand your own ego. You understand where your boundaries end and the next person's begins. You understand the force behind the love that you want to heal. You understand where the ego plays a part. You see, there's a lot of growing here. But you must recognize. You must, and you do. It's not that you must, but you do recognize that there was a sense of loss. Again, that soulmate card. You understand each other. You want to come together. Both of you been hurt. You both have that feeling of, I don't know where I fit. I want to fit. I want to belong. And you will speak. This will be an easier reconnection for you because you're both working on it. You're both working on wanting to be in a real relationship with a true honesty. We have King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. And then the partnership, dealing with a third party. See, the devil's come in to say that third party is not going to happen. It's not going to interrupt your relationship. Because you're meant to be. See, time's for a breather here. We saw that 6 of Swords. And that truth, bringing in the balance. See, it starts off here with the 6 of Swords. Going off into smooth waters, coming out of a relationship, going into a new one, taking a deep breath and realizing why you don't want to be with the third party anymore. And if it's not you, it's the next person because it's in the second line. We'll leave it on that note, being that it is really late when I'm doing this, but I'm sorry if my voice is really low on this video, but I'll do my best for the next one. Until then, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Cancer, love and light.